can question which I asked in the previous lecture as a homework. You can answer within one statement, one sentence. Anybody remember? Who remember? Or anybody is having answer? We discussed the concept of industrial management. We discussed the concept of this nature and management of nature and purpose of management. We understood the concept of management in the previous lecture, and I asked the question, what is the purpose of management? So this was the homework given to you. Obviously, this is a discussion today in half hour, same discussion we are going to do. But at least I want answer from your side. Online people can put in chat box, or you people can answer directly. Anyone? So I request this last two benches to shift here. Last two benches, you also there. Middle column also. So that your answers I can hear. Try to understand this is a management subject, and you people have to take the participation in discussion. Okay, it is not a technical subject, totally, partially it is, but for management subject, your interaction, your contribution is important so that you will understand in detail. So in the previous lecture, we started this particular unit. We discussed the syllabus. Yes. Mic is there already. Online people can hear. They are not having any problem. Is there anybody online having problem of audio? Because we are doing this practice from last 3 lectures. I guess they can listen from this my mobile device. Mic is on. Camera is from here. Audio from my mobile. So that I can listen. If I use this, I am not able to listen you. So alternative is there. Still problem? Online people? Yes, now is it audible? Rohit, who is there? Rakesh. Is it audible, Rakesh, now? Okay, thank you. Physical people should not use the device. Okay, who will answer? We started discussion on unit number 1. Anybody want to contribute related to purpose? Nobody? At least one purpose. Management is essential. I think you are agreed with me. At least you should agreed with me, like management in every aspect. Let it be at our home, in our daily routine, and in the industry. Obviously, it is required, and you should be agreed with me. But my question is there: what is the purpose? We discussed this characteristics, nature of management, and we understood the concept of management in detail. Right, what is universality, purpose, goal, social process. So all I think more than 12 points we discussed, and you understood the concept of management. I am asking about the purpose. Before going for purpose, you should know the concept. That's why I taught the concept of management first. At least one. So let us discuss one by one. I was expecting at least one person should answer, but let us go to point. Yes. Yes. Question is that what is the purpose of management? Means to taking requirement from customer to dispatching that particular product to customer. In this process, management is required. That is your opinion, and it is true, right? So from starting to beginning, but small factors of management we are going to discuss. Of small purposes, small purposes are there in industry. Let us discuss one by one. Friend, one thing is that required for successful functioning of every organization. If you want to run any organization successfully means what? That organization should have profit, right? So for that purpose, management is essential. That is one thing. Otherwise, any organization will not run at all. Let us take the example of our organization, right? So I given the example like you came at 3:30, I also came at 3:30. Our projector, every arrangement is ready. So this is somewhere management is there. That's why this coordination is happened, right? To run any organization successfully, management is essential. That is one aspect. Then another aspect is that effective stimulus for every business. Stimulus means motivation kind of thing. How people will get motivated if they got the certain task, if they motivated properly, then and then only it is possible. So these are the two highlighted points. But let us discuss again some minor points in detail regarding purpose of management. First point is there achievement of the group goal. Friend, in an organization, group goals are there. Means one person is not running behind the goal. Group of people are there. Means so many people are there. They are working together, and their goal is one only. What is goal in industry? If you take the product automobile industry, so producing the comfortable vehicle and dispatching to customer, they are having only one goal. एक vehicle बनवायचा आणि ते customer पर्यंत पोहोचवायचं with safety and all aspects, aesthetic view, बऱ्याचशा काही गोष्टी. But here one important thing is that if you are not having management, if you are not having coordination, is it possible to achieve that group goal? एका व्यक्तीला सांगितलं तुम्ही अख्खी गाडी बनवा, not possible at all. But if you say like 10 people will work on engine section, or 10 people will work on the design section, 10 people will work on the assembly section, then it is quite possible, right? Achieving that particular goal is quite possible. But when it is possible, if they have all 30 people, 40 people will have coordination if they have the management. That's why this management is important. Getting the next one is next thing is that optimum utilization of resources. Optimum use of resources, utilization of resources. Resources means what? Manpower, machinery, electricity. आता optimum use आपला चालला नाही. उदाहरणार्थ मागचे दोन fan unnecessarily they are in working. Is it optimum use of this facility? Definitely no. In industry also same thing may happen, right? Suppose you have 10 machineries, but you need only 9. Unnecessarily one investment you done on the one machine, one operator is unnecessarily there. Unnecessarily preventive maintenance is there. Not an optimum use, but if you have proper management. आता मी तुम्हाला मागच्या लोकांना इथं बसवण्याचा उद्देश तोच होता की तो फॅन बंद राहते, not required, no. So that's why somebody will switch off this particular fan. पण मागचे दोन आणि मागचे दोघ जण इथे या, मागचे दोघ जण इथे या. These people also. फक्त प्रोजेक्टर बंद करू नका. I hope you understood the use of optimum use of facility. In industry also, one example I have given. Another example you can take like same electricity. Most of the time, raw material. One example I want to tell, and where engineer plays very important role. Suppose to produce particular component you need in 1 month 1 ton material. एक piercing concept you understand? होल पाडणे, जे काय होल पाडून जे काय चकल्या वगैरे करतात ना, पिअर्सिंग ऑपरेशन. सो काय ते मधला मटेरियल अननेसरी वेस्टेज जातं. तुम्हाला एका प्लेट मधून सर्क्युलर पार्ट काढायचे. सो व्हॉट यू विल डू? पिअर्सिंग ऑपरेशन इज देअर. बट सर्क्युलर होल you will get. But what about the remaining part? Is it the wastage according to you? Definitely it is a wastage. So ऑप्टिमम यूज, तुम्ही शक्य तेवढा त्याचा ऑप्टिमम यूज केला पाहिजे जेणेकरून ते मटेरियल कमी वेस्ट होईल. So it is very, very essential that optimum use of the resources is essential. फोरकास्ट म्हणजे मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो आपण अंदाज बांधणे की किती लागेल. डिरेक्टली अंदाज म्हणजे ऑब्वियसली ऍज अ इंजिनियर यू शुड हॅव कॅल्क्युलेशन्स, राईट. विदाउट कॅल्क्युलेशन यू शुड नॉट फोरकास्ट. नाही तर मग ते परसेप्शन अंदाज वगैरे असा किरकोळ अंदाज म्हणू शकतो. बट फोरकास्ट वर्ड इज देअर व्हेन यू हॅव डिटेल कॅल्क्युलेशन अलॉंग विथ की सो अँड सो मटेरियल विल रिक्वायर्ड. So that's why forecasting need of machinery, material, money, manpower. Suppose you have certain amount in your industry, 1 crore rupees, in just bank account, in industry's bank account I am telling about. So there is no any use. Suppose there is only interest rate of 3 rupees. Is it the appropriate optimum use of that money? Definitely no. Why? Because if you invest that money for certain machinery, if you want to enlarge your plant, then it can be an optimum use. Unnecessarily money is there in organization, in bank. So there is no optimum use. But if you say like, I will purchase advanced machinery, I will enlarge my plant, I will bring recent technology, I will bring another machinery, which is very, very useful for production. So in that sense, you can say this is optimum. And it's your role to forecast this, and that's why management is required. Who has to do this? Purchase department's role is there, and in purchase department, management should be like that. They should concern with all the departments, those who need that particular money, machinery, material, right, manpower. They should discuss and then they should forecast. मॅनेजमेंट असल्याशिवाय नाही. मग काय होणार? तो म्हणला होता तोंडी 1 टन मटेरियल आण, पुरलंच नाही, लाईन बंद राहिली. So is it the management? It is not a management. So whatever material required, so requirement should be fulfilled. It should not be there. So that's why this concept is there, optimum utilization of the system. Getting? Then reducing the cost. Who will answer for this? Partially I answered regarding this in optimum itself. Who will answer regarding reducing the cost? Management, proper management, if it is there, you can reduce the cost. One example, if you use the proper resources, suppose you need 10 manpower and you recruited 11. So here, whether you reduced in cost or increased, you increased. You require 10 means you should recruit 10 only. Getting? So in that sense, reducing cost is one of the purpose of management. If management is proper, suppose you got the idea, this order today, like I want to produce 1000 component at the end of month and I have to dispatch. So you should have forecast, like how many machinery, how many people required, how much money is required, how much raw material is required. So if you have all forecast, then definitely you will recruit that much, that many people. Getting? And you will get work done from them. So unnecessarily wastage will not be there. So in that sense, here reduction in a cost. That this is one of the purpose of the management. Getting? Again, I have few concepts of management. Generation of employment. Management helps to satisfy the economic and social need of the employees. Here, generation of employment is not, you can say 100% it is not there. But see, ओव्हर युटिलायझेशन ऑफ पीपल. आपण म्हणतो कंपनी सोडून लोक गेली, त्रासून कामाला कंटाळून जातात, काम किती करायचं. पण हे मॅनेजमेंट जर प्रॉपर असेल तर दॅट कंपनी विल अंडरस्टँड वी नीड 10 पीपल, बट आपण 8 लोकांकडूनच काम करून घेतो. पण त्यांना जर मॅनेजमेंट प्रॉपरली केलं, त्यांच्या लक्षात आलं की आपल्या 2 मॅन पॉवर वाढवायची आहे. सो डेफिनेटली इनडायरेक्टली देर इज अ जनरेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट. 2 लोकांना काम मिळालं का नाही. And suppose they got the idea like 8 people are working, but quality is not sufficient. People are employees are stressed. They are not utilizing their skills fully, unnecessarily. मग ह्या मॅनेजमेंट मधून त्यांना कळेल की हा 10 लोक लागत आहेत फॉर फोरकास्टिंग ऑब्वियसली, नॉट जस्ट बाय oral communication. Through calculation, through forecasting, people got like idea, I need 10 people instead of 8. So here indirectly generation of employment is there. So this is also one of the purpose of the management. Then next one is that maintenance of discipline. Due to proper supervision of in the organization at all the level, discipline will be there. मी बऱ्याच वेळा उदाहरण देतो की कंपनीमध्ये कशा गडबडी होतात. परचेस वाल्याने जर परचेस नाही केलं व्यवस्थित आणि रॉ मटेरियल जर लाईन वरती नाही दिलं, प्रोडक्शन वाला काय म्हणेल लाईन थांबली. लाईन थांबली याचा अर्थ काय, प्रोडक्शन स्टॉप. मग काय होतं माहिती याच्यानंतर वरती डिस्पॅच वाला येतो कुठेही प्रोडक्ट, प्रोडक्शन वाला म्हणतो की मटेरियलच नाहीये, परचेस वाला म्हणतो पैसेच नाहीये. सो इन दॅट सेन्स इज इट डिसिप्लिन? हे डिसिप्लिन आहे का इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये? एकमेकाला सांगणं हे तूच मटेरियल नाही दिलं, हे ओरडाओरडी, इट इज नॉट अ कल्चर ऑफ ऑर्गनायझेशन. इफ मॅनेजमेंट इज नॉट देअर, डेफिनेटली सच इश्यूज विल हॅपन. बट मॅनेजमेंट इफ इट इज देअर प्रॉपरली, then such issues will not arise. So in that sense, this is one of the purpose of the management, to maintain the discipline in organization. एक शिस्त राहील त्याच्यामध्ये की तुम्ही हे करायचं, आम्ही हे करायचं. Getting? So this is one of the purpose of management. Then designing new product helps design new product by adopting new techniques. So if you have proper coordination, if you have mutual understanding, if everything is well happening in your organization, then definitely people will have time to think extra. आता गोंधळामध्येच त्यांचा वेळ जाईल जर मॅनेजमेंट नसेल तर. But if you have proper management, so you can think, you can at least give stress to your brain as you have time, you are free, right? So everything, if it is going well, then you can think positively somewhere. Otherwise you are busy in resolving your issues, unnecessary issues rather we say. So designing the product is also possible with, if you have proper management. Then development of the nation. So one sentence only I want to tell: if you use the resources properly, then indirectly there is a development of the nation. Who will elaborate this particular sentence? How? So you paid fee, fan is running, right? College provided facility, but indirectly you have to understand this is a nation's property. समजते हा मुद्दा? एखादं कॉस्टली मटेरियल आणलं तुम्ही, निकेल लागलं सपोज, क्रोमियम लागणार आहे तुमच्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये, कॉस्टली मटेरियल इज देअर, obviously resources are very limited, and if you are wasting unnecessarily in trials due to wrong working, so whose loss is there? Obviously nation's loss. आपल्या देशातली खनिज किंवा आपण जर अननेसेसरी वापरली, so whose loss is there? If management is not there, then definitely losses will be there, unnecessary problems will be there. But if you have proper management, आपल्याकडे manpower भरपूर आहे, but if you use properly, then nation will get benefit. Getting? So there are so many points, but in one sentence I have told this, that if you use the resources, let it be you paid, but it is a nation's resources. So this is comes under the ethics. Do you know ethics, morals, that concept already you learned. Niti, values आपण म्हणतो ना. So it comes under that, and engineer plays role here. Engineers plays major role here. कुणी मॅनेजमेंट करायचं, कुणी मॅनपॉवर मॅनेजमेंट व्यवस्थित करायचं, कुणी रॉ मटेरियलचं मॅनेजमेंट व्यवस्थित करायचं. It's your role, right? That's why management is essential in industry. You people have to take the active participation in it. Getting? So this is one of the purpose of the management. So I guess these many pointers I have told, and at least you got the idea what is management, why it is required. Got the idea? Anybody want to ask anything? Question is for I think 8 marks, 7 marks most of the time asked in examination. Describe the nature and this purpose of management. So most of the time question is like that. Describe the characteristics of the management. Nature and characteristics is one and the same. Getting? So these pointers, not necessarily you should write all the pointers. Already we discussed in the previous lecture. You remember out of this 50% at least, if you remember, and if you could elaborate 5 6 sufficient for 4 marks. And this section of 4 5 points you can remember and you can elaborate. Getting simple thing. So got the idea? What is the nature? What is the characteristics? What is the purpose? What is the significances of management? Anybody want to add anything? Otherwise, I have another point to discuss with you. Should we proceed for next point? But before that, I expect you should write pointers. So I think in the previous lecture already these highlighted points, bulleted points you noted in the blue color. And this explanation you can write by your own. I think many people were absent in the previous lecture. Only a few people were present. So I give time to note at least these points. And if you have any problem regarding these pointers, already recording is there. Still you have problem, you can ask me, I can elaborate. So I only note the highlighted points. Title will be like that. Title will be like that. Nature and purpose of management. Nature and purpose of management. Nature and purpose of management. In that point number A, you can write nature slash characteristics of management. Online people note the things along with the same speed. Purpose slash significance of management. Here you can also note the points, highlighted points, not necessarily to. Yes, effective stimulus for every business. So this is the question. I want to say स्टिम्युलस म्हणजे उत्तेजना, उत्प्रेरणा. आपण काय म्हणतो की एक आतून आलेली एक एनर्जी, त्याचा मिनिंग आहे स्टिम्युलस म्हणजे उत्तेजन थोडक्यात. सो फॉर एव्हरी बिझनेस एव्हरीबडी विल गेट मोटिवेटेड इन द सेन्स दिस सेंटेन्स इज. स्टिम्युलस म्हणजे उत्तेजना. प्रत्येकाला वाटेल की प्रॉपर मॅनेजमेंट आहे, मला माझं टास्क मिळालेलं आहे. सो ओव्हरलोड तुम्ही नव्हता कदाचित. So overburden is not there. If management is there, overburden will not be there. Overlapping of activities will not be there. So everybody will say like, yes, this is my task. I have to complete it. If I complete it, I will get motivated. I will get promoted. So in that sense, it is a effective stimulus for every business. Management असेल तरच business proper run होणार आहे. So that is the effective stimulus of the business. Yes, noted the points. Highlighted points you can note. Obviously, scan notes you will get in study material, same PPDs, but just note the points so that while preparing, while writing triple P, all this you will it will be helpful. Shall I take next slide? Done. Next slide I will take. Hello. You have to complete the fast. I'm waiting for you only. Those who completed, they can ask the doubt. Blue color highlighted points you can note only. Yes, should we proceed? Okay, very interesting point. Note the heading second heading, second bit, you can say system approach to management. System approach to management. And listen carefully. So system meaning, thermodynamics, I don't know which kind of meaning you have taken, but I want to tell the meaning of the system, especially in industries. So system is a set of interrelated working towards the common purpose. What is that? Interrelated and interdependent. एकमेकांच्या संबंधित, एकमेकांवर अवलंबून, right? So this is the meaning. So if you say such kind of set is there, or you can say this is a one system, but what is the purpose of these people? Common goal should be there. So example of our human body, right? So our human body is a system of with all organ, with muscle, bone, consciousness, right? And one purpose is there. Whole body is having one purpose only. चालायचं म्हणलं तुम्ही चालत जाताय पुढे, right? So in industry, system is one of the concept. System, thermodynamic मध्ये काय म्हणतात? Part under the observation, area under the observation. So similar thing is there, but try to understand. It is a interrelated and interdependent. Production वाला purchase वाल्यावर dependent. Design वाला पण production वाल्यावर dependent. So they are interdependent, right? In organization I am telling about, and interrelated also. असं काय नाही की एखादा प्रोडक्शन वाला दिला त्यांनी सगळं काम करायचं. His suggestion, his correction should be checked by quality department. Quality department is also there to check the quality of product, right? So all are interrelated, interdependent, and this set of system, this thing is called as a system approach toward the management. So you can understand this with the help of this simple diagram. So this is the system in system approach in the organization, and it is called as an input-output model. It is called as a input-output model. So you can say here input is there, at the end output is there, but in between there is a system where actual production, actual things are happening. So let us learn the element of the input-output system first. All elements one by how, which kind of approach is there, management approach is there in a organization. So let us start with input. So raw material is input. Are you agreed? Raw material is required as an input in the organization because people has to make the transformation on it, operations on it. So raw material is definitely input. Human resources means manpower. Manpower is also input because they are actually working on the raw material and they are converting the product. So they are also input. Whether a capital means money. Capital means investment required in terms of money. Whether this comes under the input, पैसे लागतात, right? For what purpose? Purchasing of raw material, giving the salaries of the people, right? So paying the electricity bill, water bill, taxes, insurances. There are so many aspects in organization. For that purpose, money is required, right? So this is another aspect, that is a capital. Technology. Without technology, you cannot produce the product. Technology is essential. Information related to production, information related to market, it is required. So if you consider all elements related to input, so that input will go to inside the system and their actual transformation will happen. So what are the transformation process? First thing is that employees work activities. Employees will physically work on the machinery. They may work on the softwares, right? They may design, they may produce. Then second thing is that management activities. Which machine, कोणत्या मशीनवर कोणतं काम झालं पाहिजे, right? So which material should be purchased? Which kind of human power should be recruited? So it comes under the management activities. Technology and operation methods. Which technology should be used? Which operation method should be implemented? So it comes under the transformation process. And here actually raw material is getting converted into actual product partially. But here output is in terms of product. What is that? Product or services. Can somebody tell me the example of product or services? Obviously, product is also output, services is also output. So what is the difference between product and services? Can somebody tell the example? Example product we know. Suppose this is the mouse, raw material with technology, and this product mouse came as output. What about the service? Yes, home delivery. That person is not doing any production, but he is coming to your home and just delivering. So this is also comes under the service. Anything else? Maintenance of the product. Maintenance, suppose your AC is having problem, then your refrigerator is having problem. They are coming to your home and they are just repairing. This also comes under the service. Anything else? Bank services, right? In bank also, bank people are also giving service to you. It comes under the service. Ajun काय आहे? Softwares, most of the softwares also, but sometimes people say it is also product, but there is a confusion most of the time. Yes, helpline, customer care services, you can say customer care. So this is also output in terms of product or services. Then financial result. Financial result means people will get money. Who will get money as output? Owner will get money, and later on you people will get as a wages, salaries. Government will get money as a taxes, right? So this is one of the activity output, that is a financial result. Society, government, owner, employee will get money. Then information, what kind of information they will get, whether it is a quality product, whether it should be scrapped. So that kind of information will be there. And human results. Human will also get idea like, yes, I can design this product, I can produce this product. So human results also will be seen there. So now what you understood, obviously one more turn is remained. If it is not appropriate, then feedback will go to input. So one example I want to tell. If you are expecting this kind of mouse, but raw material is very poor, right? And it broken after 1 month, 2 months. Here feedback should be gone. It should be gone to input, and raw material should be replaced. एखाद्या वेळेस व्यक्तीच खूप नट बोल्ट बनवताना व्यक्तीनेच खूप प्रॉब्लेम केले. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, he is not operating machine properly and always rejection is there. There are defects in product. Then whom that correction should be gone? It should be went to this human resource. So like that, if any problem is there and if it is not there, that feedback should go to input. Getting? So if you observe, this is a cycle. So this is called as a system approach to the management. System approach to the management. कसा असायला पाहिजे? Input to transformation process and transformation process to output, and output with the help of output, feedback should go on to this input, and in this way this cycle should complete. And why it is called as a system approach? Because it is area under the observation. In generalized definition we know. So this is the area under the observation, because somebody is observing, quality person is observing, general manager is observing, right? Your customer is giving feedback, he is also observing. Getting? So in this term, this is called as a system approach to the management. This is the system happening in the industry. समजलंय? So this is called as a system approach to the management. इंडस्ट्री मध्ये अशा प्रकारचं मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टम असते. Obviously, I am talking about the mechanical industry. There may be the minor changes in software industry, banking sector, medical sector. Here and there, few aspects will change, but this is about the mechanical industry system approach. सुरुवातीचं एक्झाम्पल मी जनरलाइज इंट्रोडक्शन मध्ये काय देतो ह्युमन बॉडीचं? जस्ट यू शुड अंडरस्टँड the concept of the common goal. So here everybody has the common goal. इंडस्ट्री मध्ये असं नसतं एखाद्याचं की गुड क्वालिटीचं बनवायचं. So here everybody has the common goal. Customer is already demanding, right? Customer is giving input to you, and this is a common goal that you should satisfy that particular customer by giving whatever he ordered, because he is going to pay, right? So this is the concept of the system approach. मी उदाहरण फक्त जनरलाइज ते पुस्तकामध्ये नाहीये, फक्त मी एक तुम्हाला सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय समजावं, and then you should correlate like what is the system approach. मॅनेजमेंटचं समजलंय तुम्हाला, बट सिस्टीम अप्रोच म्हणजे काय की इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये कशी सिस्टीम असते, सो दॅट काइंड ऑफ सिस्टीम अप्रोच वॉट दे हॅव. कारण टायटल आणि एक्सप्लेनेशन तुम्ही मला जरा थोडंसं मिसमॅच व्हायला लागलंय नाही का. वर्ड सिस्टीम अप्रोच मॅनेजमेंट तिन्ही वर्ड आम्हाला संबंधित वाटत नाहीये. सिस्टीम अप्रोच टू द मॅनेजमेंट म्हणजे काय, मराठीमध्ये काय सांगायचं. सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज आय गिवन द जनरलाइज एक्झाम्पल. दिस डायग्राम इज ऑल्सो देअर टू एक्सप्लेन इट. So one of the complicated bit to understand most of the time, even though it is a simple, still I simplified it. I will answer your question, but I tried to simplify it. Right? Got the idea? Input, transformation process, output. एवढं तर समजलं की इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये इनपुट द्यावं लागतं, त्याच्यावर काहीतरी प्रोसेस होते, नंतर आउटपुट मिळतं. जर नसेल ते व्यवस्थित ऍज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ कस्टमर, फीडबॅक विल गो टू इनपुट ओनली. ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसला फीडबॅक जात नाही, इट विल गो टू इनपुट ओनली. गेटिंग? इनपुट मध्येच गडबड असते. का गडबड असते? एम्प्लॉय विल नॉट वर्क, पैसे प्रॉपर नाही, टेक्नॉलॉजी आउटडेटेड वापरली. प्रॉब्लेम इज ऑलवेज विथ द इनपुट. ओके, सो दिस इज माय एक्सप्लेनेशन फ्रॉम माय साइड. एनीथिंग एनीबडी वांट टू आस्क, प्लीज. वाघ. येस. If failure is there, suppose product failed, means after using, that you want to say, means output is there, product is ready and product is failed. So feedback will go to input. What is the failure? Suppose a product, suppose this product is there. Let us take mechanical example, mechanical engineering. Nut bolt, okay, simple. You take example of bolt. So your industry is producing it, and threads are not proper. Customer asks right-handed, you produce left-handed. So this is also defect. Or threads are not whatever this pitch and all these are there, it is not correct. So this is a failure in your term, right? So who is the problematic person in this, or what is the input element who caused this defect? Feedback कुठे जाणार? Input ला. So I will say, एक तर टेक्नॉलॉजी आउटडेटेड वापरली, मशिनरी मध्ये डिफेक्ट आहे, त्या व्यक्तीने व्यवस्थित बनवला नाही. From output, feedback is always goes to input, and then whatever transformation process is there, that input has to take care of this transformation process. So as per your opinion, the operation method मध्ये काहीतरी गडबड आहे. But who operated the machine? Machine may itself is defective, first thing, and machine operated by the human resource. So machine, material आणि टेक्नॉलॉजी ह्या तीन गोष्टी डिफेक्टिव्ह प्रोडक्ट साठी कारणीभूत असू शकतात. Getting? So I thought one more aspect, like if product is defective, once you use, then you come to know that product is defective. You given the warranty of 1 year, and after 6 months product become defective, or not defective, it broken, you can say, or it is not working properly. Then where feedback should go? To organization. So this system is not coming under this. हे फक्त प्रोडक्शन, हे इंटरनल अप्रोच आहे मॅनेजमेंटचा. हे बाकीचा बाहेरच्या लोकांचा पार्टिसिपेशन नाही. ते कस्टमर केअर आलं, मग दे विल कॉल टू युअर कस्टमर केअर, देन सेम प्रोसेस विल हॅपन फ्रॉम हिअर. अजून एक एखादा एलिमेंट त्याला जोडावं लागेल आपला कस्टमर केअरचा. पण ह्या सिस्टम अंडरस्टूड? एनिथिंग एनीबडी वांट टू आस्क? हॅव यू अंडरस्टूड द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ सिस्टम अप्रोच टू द मॅनेजमेंट? असा अप्रोच असला पाहिजे. तुम्ही सुद्धा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये गेल्यानंतर तुमचा अप्रोच कसा असला पाहिजे, थोडंसं अजून कोरिलेट करतो तुमच्या डोक्यात. सो तुमचा अप्रोच असला पाहिजे, सपोज यू आर इन अ क्वालिटी डिपार्टमेंट, सो यू आर इन द आउटपुट सेक्शन. सो व्हॉट यू विल से, प्रोडक्ट आलेलं आहे पण कस्टमरच्या रिक्वायरमेंट प्रमाणे नाही, तुम्ही वर्नियर कॅलिपर मायक्रोमीटर लावला, सो इट इज नॉट ॲज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट. सो व्हॉट इज युअर रोल देअर? यू शुड गिव्ह फीडबॅक टू इनपुट. मग ते बघतील, इनपुटवाले घालतील गोंधळ काय असेल, का प्रॉब्लेम आहे तो ते बघतील. बट पुढच्या वेळेस तर प्रोडक्ट डिफेक्टिव्ह नाही आला पाहिजे. गेटिंग? सपोज यू आर इन द इनपुट फेज, सो यू शुड रिगरसली स्टडी द फीडबॅक गिवन बाय द आउटपुट सिस्टम. काय फीडबॅक दिला? प्रोडक्ट इज नॉट हॅव्हिंग प्रॉपर पिच, दॅट बोल्ट इज नॉट हॅव्हिंग प्रॉपर पिच, राईट? सो दॅट मे बी द फीडबॅक. सो इनपुट पर्सन मे बी एनीबडी, डिझायनर, सो ही हॅज टू अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट इज द प्रॉब्लेम. काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे, त्यांनी दिलेला फीडबॅक, ही शुड टेक द प्रोडक्ट इन हँड, he should test physically, and he should take the corrective actions. Got the idea? So this is called as a system approach to management. So in examination, 4-mark note is asked. So 2-mark discharge and 2 marks explanation. 4-mark note is asked multiple times in examination, and people confuse what is the system approach. So once again, I want to tell, this is the generalized example. You will say company is working for the common goal, right? And for that purpose, there must be a system approach, and how it should be understood with the help of input-output model, right? These are the input element, output element, transformation system. So I hope you will draw this chart, right? And then I want to give 2 sentences regarding this. Online people, put your roll number in chat box.